Got a bunch of scrolls and gold here, so I think it's time for another portal and honor summons and great summons. So let's start off with the honor summons. We've got enough for something like 22, 23 of these, so let's go ahead. Let's have a quick reminder on what's available here. So we've got Chief NubNub, Black Diamond, those are a couple of ones that I'm really hoping for the most. Pontifex would be nice. Using King Yorick quite a bit. So let's see what we can get. Gold chest. A little bit more for King Yorick. I'm getting so many of these loot keys now, I don't think I'm ever going to have to run a regular dungeon again. Have to fulfill those quests. You can't fulfill the quests that way, but for regular farming, I won't need to do it. This is nice. Working up Tharand as we go. That's going to be one of the ones, as soon as I hit level cap, one of the first characters that I bring up to max level. It's nice to work him towards 3 stars. Squinch. Good. I seem to have been getting quite a few for Squinch as I go through here, although there are usually smaller amounts. Squinch is very powerful. I don't currently have him leveled up, but he's he can really increase the damage of a team. Gold chest here. Nice, some more for Pontifex. You see I'm getting him really close to that 5-star mark. And I was particularly excited. Sent out a video earlier today where I had got Lord Zom. And Pontifex also has a buff for the attack and defense for the undead characters. And between that and Lord Zom's buff to the health for all undead characters, I think I can put together a really strong team. Somewhat unfortunately, Pontifex in his original form is not undead, not until he has his resurrection. Let's see what else we can get here. Silver chest. Yeah, the absolute best thing you can get is when you have those white letters with 15 to 35 hero tokens. At least for me, that's always what I'm looking for. Nice, just like this, 15 hero tokens for Ignus the Mad. And I've mentioned this before, but this is something I learned relatively late in playing this game. When it comes up like this, that means if you didn't have the character unlocked, this role would have unlocked them. And because of that, then they give you extra hero tokens for that character. It was interesting to me the way that works. Some silver chests here. And there's really a huge bump when you get the white lettering hero tokens. 15, just so much more than the 3 or 4 you'll get in the chest. So that's great, bringing up a little bit more here. Up to 70 out of 100. Yeah, it is fun just to be able to bring those in a little bit at a time. Even the rolling with gold, the great summon that we'll do here in a little bit, it's nice. It's still, a lot faster than farming to bring in all of these tokens this way. And it makes for a nice kind of recording to see what you can get out of these and how frequently good rolls come up. We're about halfway through. Excellent. Really looking forward to bringing Black Diamond up. There's only 3 dungeons that you can run to bring up her star level, so it takes a long time. So very happy to have those big chunks of hero tokens. I got her Ascension today, actually. Her next, getting her to that 2nd Ascension level. And that was really nice. Her crit goes way up. Just really helped out my fast team. This is another thing I noticed. So you can see his hero tokens are going up here. So it was 70 last time. We had 15. It went to 85. That's how you'd expect it. The only strange thing is that it doesn't work that way for gem rolls. And it strikes me a little bit odd that it works correctly, or the way you'd expect it to, for the scroll rolls, but not for gem rolls. Gem rolls, it sums it all up for you ahead of time. And whatever the first time you see it come up, that is your total for the whole lot of rolls. I guess because these are one at a time, So maybe that does make more sense. I was rolling the others in a batch of 10. Alright, 10 more of these. Nice, some more from Mangle Jaw. I like those big chunks of tokens. We've had pretty good luck this time. I've had some rolls where I've gotten all sorts of just silver chests, but we're getting a lot of good stuff this time. A lot of tokens coming in. Of course, I'll ruin a streak saying that kind of stuff. It is nice to build up even some gems from this. I started out with 20. I'm up to almost 70 now. So I've got just about 50 gems already from doing these rolls. Every little bit helps with that. I do wish that there was some other way to build up your VIP level. You know, if there was just something with working for a long time would slowly progress you up that route. Nice, some more gems. But as far as I know, there's no other way to open up that VIP portal other than spending real money. And that's about $75 worth. Getting some more gems here. And Squinch. Squinch is coming up a lot for us. Getting about 10 at a time for him. Nice, some more for Dagrund. This is nice to get these Celestial Evos in here. I'm going to need some more of those. Let's see, for Overlord and Selwyn. There's a few of them that I'm looking for, trying to build up now. I've got a little while before I'll be able to level up the rest of kind of my other teams, leveling up the rest of the characters. But I am level 54 now, so it's getting closer to that level 61 cap. Last one, let's see what we can get. Nice, 25 hero tokens. Like I said, about the best way to end this. Dagrund's getting nice and close to that 5-star mark, and he is a fun character to have, boosting the energy for someone on your team. Alright, let's do some of those great summon rolls. You know, the loot goes down, the hero drops aren't quite as valuable, but still can be really nice, and there are still some key characters that I use very often in here, including Bovus El Doro. He's one that, other than the recent quests they've put on, this is the main way that you can increase his star level. Then I also use Willow Swift a lot, and Takumi. And there's some of the others that I'd like just to build up generally. As always, if you've got an option to go for kind of a higher deal level for this, you should go for it. So here we're guaranteed 5 gold chests. We've got so many of those loot keys that skipped right over. I gotta slow the clicking down a little bit. Some more loot keys. Getting some of these larva type, just the lowest stage evos you can get. Nice, even one or two here and there. As many times as we click through this, it adds up. Nice, Shadowblade's getting very close. Hopefully we can get him to that next star level. He'll be 3-star then, which is a pretty decent place to be using him. At the level that I'm at, there are some people who have really concentrated on leveling characters up, or they've invested a fair number of gems, because I'm already seeing a fair number of teams that are either 4-star and 5-star, or all 5-star characters. And that can be really hard to deal with, especially if you're trying to integrate some new teams, and your characters are down at like a 2-star level. It can be incredibly hard to go against 5-star teams then. Shadowblade's another fast character. He has a lot of benefits. One of which is that when you put him on the offensive side, he seems to draw a lot of fire. I think because he's so squishy in his health, that there's a lot of times the defensive characters will try to attack him, which is great because his very first attack gives him super high evasion. So they'll continually do these single person attacks on him, depending on the party, and miss him left and right, which can really save the rest of your team. It's incredibly hard to hit him during those first, I think, 2 turns while that evasion buff is on him. Go through a few more of these here. We'll see if we can go down to about 4 million. Get some more of these just larva type evos. It is nice as I continue to ascend more characters. You know, the hardest thing is usually to find the special 2-color evos, the celestial evos. But it is getting difficult as well. Some of the ascensions take huge amounts of the lower level evos. It could be 36 or 40 or some huge number of them. So especially if you're ascending up a couple characters of the same element type, you can really start running low on some of those lower level ones. So it is nice to get these, to get some of these worked out. Another thing I'm looking forward to as I get closer to the maximum level cap is that there's not going to be a whole lot to spend gold on in general. And for some lower level characters or players, this may already seem like a lot of gold, having, 4 million gold, and it's a fair amount. But as you get going, it really opens up, especially with the gold island that they added. And gold isn't very tight at all, so you get to have a fair amount left over. But once you hit the level cap, you're still usually experience limited, and so you end up with a lot more gold. And the end of that is that you can do this a lot more. You can level up a lot of your star levels for these early characters that you get using all that extra gold. Click through a little too quickly on that one. Want to get some more. That's good. We even get some Monarch type in here. We just had a light Monarch type come up. It's nice to get the lower levels, but even nicer to get some of those higher level evos in there. Yeah, I've inadvertently been doing a lot of farming for Zerk, just because that character was on some that I was looking for Celestial Evos in. I was farming for that Valkyrie Evo for probably 3 weeks. It didn't work out, and luckily just found it in the shop just today. So that, yeah, farming without farming for a specific Evo can really be frustrating and take a long time. Get through a few more of these. Yeah, some of these, you get a lot of these energy potions in here too. I think I mentioned I've started using energy potions a lot more just in regular battles, even to speed it up. I have so many, and I don't think I'm probably ever going to run out. If it speeds things up, that's good enough for me. I think you can just buy them straight with gold as well. And like I said, there's so much gold at this point that there's not any real concern or restriction on that. So if it helps me get through some of the upper level dungeons, or just get through them a little easier and a little faster, I don't hesitate to throw those in. A lot of the things changed with the recent update, making it easier to do farming, making gold more plentiful. Nice, Shadowblade just needs 2 more. Bovus just feels like it takes so long. Lupina is probably the hardest. Lupina and that the mushroom Shiitake. What's Rocky the Shiitake? That's the one. There's just not a whole lot. There's nothing you can do really to rush Rocky. And Lupina is hard. You just gotta farm like crazy. One thing you do to get Lupina is get him out of the. If you can guess the amazing chest when you get those chests in dungeons. So running lots of dungeons helps to increase the chance. But it's still really slow to be able to bring up the star level for Lupina. And then Bovus too. I suppose as I, again, start doing a lot more of this will be the last one. Start doing more summons this way, I should be able to get up at least 3-star and then eventually work towards that 4 and 5-star marks for Bovus. He can be really useful in PvP mode, but I hesitate to put him in since mine's only at 2-star level. Some more stuff in here. I'm looking. There's somehow Selwyn is. I'm drawn to that character even though he's so squishy. It seems like he'd be a lot of fun. It's got kind of a cool graphic for him. Looks like he's got, I think, 2 area effect spells. So I'm hoping to level him up before too long as well. Plus I'd like to see more of some way to use IGOROK's second skill that's got like a 3 times multiplier if the character he's attacking is either chilled or frozen. But I don't usually travel with any other characters that put those effects on, so I never actually get to use it. But anyway, that's it. That's it for portals and for hero rolls right now. Again, we got some good stuff and working our characters up on their star levels. So I hope it was helpful, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to everyone soon.